public.
Man, so Cardi B going viral after posting Stefon Diggs on her page. She said chapter 5, hello chapter 6. And a lot of people in the comments saying Offset punching the air right now. They going in on Offset, they on there tagging them and all. Like I said before, Stefon Diggs might be the most turned NFL player. Ain't no way you went from Young Miami to Cardi B. I still don't know how he pulled off getting Young Miami. That money a motherfucker. Dude turned for sure, I can't even hate on him. I do see some people saying in the comments, why did she go from Offset to Stefon Diggs? They in the comments saying they the same person. I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta understand. Some dudes can do stuff that other niggas can't. And Offset was married to her, so it's a certain type of loyalty. If Offset wanted to cheat, it was no point of even marrying her. I never understood that because you rich and famous, bro. You can still have your way out here without having to lie to a woman. Stefon Diggs on a boat with her having all type of fun. He probably told her the truth and what it is, and she respecting it. You can't hate the player or hate the game. A lot of people feel like Offset and Cardi B gonna get back together anyway. I don't think so. Facts.
Okay, so I got y'all this video really early today, bro. You hear the birds chirping? Really, so you can install this in your brain as early as possible. Bro, you have to understand that when you come into a woman's life and she comes into your life, she's instantly putting you in a category and instantly throwing tests at you to see what category she's gonna put you in. Whether or not that's friend zone, whether or not that's the guy that, you know, she could split away from the guy she's already seeing to see you as the second option, or be the guy that's the number one option and she's breaking rules for. Okay, and typically these are the guys that are already established in their life. Okay, the rappers, the athletes, they really do whatever they want, bruh. Because these chicks get around these men and honestly know, like, I will probably never meet another man like this again in my life. And this is the top choice I've ever gotten in my life. So I'm going to cling on to this as hard as possible. Bro, we are not in the times to where it was like slavery and a woman will pick a man and build with this man. We're going to get through this together. We're going to get through these hard times together. You know what I mean? Facing adversity in the fields, working. No. It's no more of that, bruh. It's no more of the Caucasian man in college and finding his girl without finding out that she wants to explore, and you know she's messing with other guys, she's messing with other races, she's messing with other men of choice, of men who's established, while you work for the things you want to have established, bro. And guys and women are completely confused. Yet I see the woman standing with Cardi B as far as, and well, Offset was doing him, so why she can't do him? But the other side of the argument was, okay, if she left Offset to, you know, because he was a cheater, to a cheater, why did she not just stick with her husband? Well, because, bro, that's the guys that they like. So they can be in the media complaining about the cheater so much and genuinely be like, why is this dude cheating? That's what she likes, bro. Why do you think she literally got into the next relationship and chose another cheater, bro? Because they want the highest dude at the food chain and be able to see him have the things that he wants. They want to be up and wake up to a feast. They want to have this dude have a multiple options of woman that's going to replace her if she messes up. They like that, bro. Do you think these women don't want to join in on each other having fun and stuff like that? These women don't want to have a man be by himself. These women get scared if you don't have friends for real. So you got to come to the fact that she's okay with Stefon Diggs cheating because he is him. He's became Stefon Diggs, who's this football player who worked on his craft all the way up till he's successful. That's why I always tell you, bruh, always get to the point where you're going to get success. They're not gonna rock with you along the way, bruh. You rock with them as long as they rock with you. She steps out of line, you let her go. She's not treating you like a king that is at the head of his feast. bruh, then let her go, bruh. Because it's another guy that she is going for. And one thing you gotta understand is you gotta take yourself away from the things that you was programmed to believe that, you know, she's not like that. They disassociate from the truth. They'll never just sit here and tell you the truth. Don't you think the world would be a lot more easier if the woman would just say, hey, this is my nature? But everything in your life as a man has become a test to who you are as a man and how you're going to fulfill it with God. So you don't get distracted by these things of what another man is having, and you focus on what are you going to have. And women latch onto this type of energy because it's like you're starting to get the deep underworld of the world. Because women aren't going to tell you the truth. It's not a woman of her word. It's a man of his word. It's not history. It's his story. Like, and then, you know what I mean? They get mad when they hear this truth because it's like you're exposing the truth. You're exposing the nature. Just like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, he's a dog. Oh my God, he cheats so much, but you're attracted to the dog in him. You're attracted to the dominance in his face. You're attracted to him dominating his goals and dominating you when he comes home. So you gotta stop listening to the things that are just here to throw you off. Just be nice. Sacrifice your time for her. Sacrifice your life for her. Just put everything aside for her. It's all to brainwash you. You literally could be Stefon Diggs in the clip. Instead, you're him. And to where you're the one who's having multiple options while your girl just, you know what I mean, okay with it. And that's not to say, bro, have a polygamous relationship. Bro, you do what you want to do. You settle down one-on-one. That's what you choose to do. You do polygamy because we're not settling. You do polygamy, then you do polygamy. You want to do one-on-one, you do that too. As long as it's not settling, you doing one-on-one, it's not settling, it's helping you, then you do that. But you got to understand, it's a lot of things you got to take yourself away from that has really programmed you, because it's to bring you here. It's not to bring you up here of his story. History is over with. Women settling down to where it was, you know, slavery times, and, you know, they would get married and work through the hard grit and come home, wipe each other wounds off. That's over with, bro. That's over with. Everybody got to watch this video, because everybody got to understand that, bro, it's about your story now. Even the woman who's watching this, it's about the investment you pour into yourself and choosing the right man, while not choosing past the man that's really for you. Then when you wondering why you in your whole life single, bruh, y'all be tripping over these women that passed up on you, bruh. A lot of these women gonna be alone for real. They gonna be alone, bruh. They passed up on so many good guys that was actually gonna add to their lives and add to the point of guiding them in their life. But you gotta understand, every woman do not want to be led. They just want to be to the point of led to a good time. So they'll go for their friends of the good time and be single like they single friends, and be single for the rest of their life. Bro, honestly, during the cold approaches of just, you know, walking up, approaching a woman I like, bro, you'll see if it's a group of women, the single friend would comment on, hey, blase, to the point where they're trying to take over the interaction that they friend could have met the man that is going to fulfill the desires of the lifestyle, the security, the fun, the thrill that the friend needed in her life. But the other friend got jealous that she didn't have that in her life, to where she don't want her to have that now. But when, you know, it's a guy that's just, you know, built himself up so much, that friend is going to block that friend out and choose that guy so fast, like, girl, get out my way. But when you're still steadily, you know, adding on to your life and becoming the man you want to be and working towards the success, they're going to look past you. So one thing you need to do is look past those shorties. Let those shorties walk. You walk away from the shorties, and you choose the shorties that's going to be rocking with you. And you already are the aura of success. You already are the aura of, I will make it. I have made it, of an understanding of what this world is about. Then you got this big old cheeks bouncing on you. because it's like you understand the self-worth you need to have to actually get the success, to wake up early and journal. I've been journaling, going deep within, bro. I've probably messed with like hundreds of women, bro. Just on, you know, just on to the point of conversation wise, intimacy wise, and just getting myself out there, bro. And that's not to say, yo, just go do anything, but I'm just saying, rack up the experience, bro. The reason women choose an older man and count you out and say, oh, you're too young, because they like the experience. That's why they like a man who got options, and the options is right there in their face, because they like, well, he has the social proof. Women care more about status and money than they care about you. And when you got multiple women around you, you got proof. So soon as you start to build that up in you, they'll want to be around you. Just like if you was in a friend zone. Okay, this is for the guys that get put in the friend zone a lot, because none of us gonna be losing. I ain't gonna lie, we all winners for real. If you get put in the friend zone, bro, just showcase you out with that woman in public, and then if you got another woman friend, do the same thing with that friend as well. Kind of make it look like y'all on that little date though, and then women will slowly pick up on that and start to want you as well. You gotta understand, women love a man with options, bro. They would deny it to a T. They would deny their nature to a T. They're not gonna tell you what they exactly like, bro. They're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you how they're gonna finish. How can they finish? And once they feel like they have to explain too much, you take the thrill out of it. And once you get too deep with them, you take the thrill out of it. So that's why when you start to like her and actually want a relationship, to compare to when she thought you was cheating and she thought you didn't like her like that, and she was way more invested when she had to think of you liking her. I mean, when she had to think of the idea of you possibly liking her, that's why she invested way more into that, instead of the guy who's, you know, already showed his cards of all the way in. And it's a nice thing to do, bro. It's nice to love, but women don't like nice guys, bro. They don't like the guy who's going to show all his cards and commit all the way and say, you know what, let's do this thing. No, bruh. She gonna say, what's wrong with this guy because he likes me so much? If he likes me so much, why doesn't he have anybody else to like? Does he not like himself? These are all things that's gonna come into her mind and have her question, like, why are you putting aside your grind to show me affection? You get what I'm saying? Compared to the guy who has the success and built up the things, and he's just like, oh, you know what I mean? We a vibe right now. We'll see where it take us. You get what I'm saying? It's just something about that does something to them. Because until then, she's gonna be talking about her ex. Until then, she's gonna be counting out every reason that she cannot deal with you. And you don't have to deal with that, bro. If she's not on the page of where you're going in life, bro, leave her behind in life, and that's gonna put you on a status level of success, the man that is to be desired, bro. I've been journaling about this, not literally this, but my life, bro. You know what I've been taking in past just women, because women are the beta. You get what I'm saying? They are a complex topic to where of understanding their nature, but you can't be obsessed with women, bro. You just got to understand their nature of what it is, bro. Be obsessed with understanding the truth of this world rather than obsessed with women in this world. And then you'll come to realize, like, women are easy after that, because you understand the world. So you understand her nature. When she's come around you, she's throwing a whole bunch of tests to see if you qualify, but yet you already had your setup to see if she qualified. So y'all both got this thing going on to where it's a game, bro. And the game is not to be scared of rejection. The game is not be scared of going after your goals and looking stupid while doing it sometimes, bro. Like, bro, you got to get it together, or they're gonna pull you all the way apart. And you're gonna be looking on your social media screen, seeing Stefon Diggs have 3 chicks around him calling him daddy, and you're gonna take it personally instead of, you know, seeing that and say, yeah, I know what it is. They like that. They be calling me that too. And when they not around, I'm comfortable too. So it's just the mind battle of winning the mind and understanding the world for what it is, and being obsessed of understanding the truth, and that's what's going to bring you to where you need to be and have the women around you to where you are at in your life. Because that's why, you know, if you're not all the way at success, you still can have chicks, but you got to understand the truth, bro. You got to be able to say, I'm cool if you walk. I'm cool if you walk. I have options in my life. I know I have alternatives to where I will make it in my life to the destination I desire to make it to. And women love the guys at the destination. So you can't deny that fact. So at that point, Cardi B will allow Stefon Diggs to explore his options, because genuinely women are attracted to men with options. When it comes down to what a woman will be okay with you doing and be okay with herself doing as far as boundary lines, it comes down to whether or not she respects you or not. If she doesn't respect you, she's gonna act like she doesn't understand. If she respects you, she's going to understand. Make sure you like, make sure you comment. Everybody gotta watch this video, man. Make sure you subscribe. I'ma holler at you in another one, man.